what's up?
Little Karibo is live playing Duel Links
Nice.
as a VTuber.
Beautiful. Oh my god, I gotta check out his model later.
It's Merrick.
Even that. Oh god, he's probably doing the voice and everything, huh?
He is.
Oh, that's beautiful. Anyway, aloha, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another live stream. I'm back with technically episode 1 of Megazord, Mecha, yes. And yes, that is the title I'm gonna probably stick to this show. I'm here with my good friend today, Elliot. How you doing, buddy?
We're friends?
Fuck, you're right. I also forgot I'm gonna just retweet my own tweet just to let everyone know of the.
Yeah, I should actually do that too.
Let's see, quote tweet, and we are live.
Let me get that tweet that's here somewhere.
But yeah, so to go over what this show is, this is just a Power Rangers / Super Sentai guessing game of robots I have that has been adapted from Super Sentai to Power Rangers, and my my compatriot. What's up, since we're not actually friends apparently. No, Elliot here is gonna try to guess what is the correct names for the Super Sentai name and the Power Ranger name for these robots I have all listed today. We got I got one from pretty much every season of Power Rangers that has been adapted from, oh shoot, I forget to get Alien Rangers, but they only had one Megazord anyway, but whatever. Yeah, that's a complicated story.
I'd say at that point it's like not included, especially because we're already live.
Yeah, I know. I'm not any, but it's something like, it's not really worth it because technically, quick fact: season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, what they did actually use the suits from the season for Power Rangers season 3 in general, because I guess I would umbrella Alien Rangers under that because it was part of it. Because they did use the suits from the Sentai, and they did obviously use the robots from that series too. So technically, I do. So in theory, I do technically have it there. So whatever technically. But yeah, Elliot, try to not try, but real quick, what is your I guess history with either franchise if you have any?
I've watched mainly Power Rangers in passing, but like I remember a bit more about SPD. I have been trying to get back into Power Rangers actually, because like I'm trying to get more into like Sentai and such. Because you know me, I'm a fan of Tokusatsu.
Yes.
You know this.
Of course, Godzilla and all that. Yeah, of course.
Godzilla, getting into Ultraman now.
Hell yeah, man.
And Power Rangers is part of that umbrella. So, I'm trying to get myself in it.
I would hate to say this though. Today, January 31st, is the last day you can watch most of the Power Rangers on Netflix. So starting tomorrow, February 1st.
I gotta get Tokusatsu now, do I?
Well, Tokusatsu has at least most of the adapted series from Super Sentai, at least from Jetman all the way to Hurricane, which is Power Rangers Ninja Storm. So a good chunk of like the early era Power Rangers they have of the Sentai at least. But so yeah, starting tomorrow, Netflix is only going to have Mighty Morphins 1 through 3, Super Ninja Steel, and Beast Morphers. Unfortunately, so
they're only having the first one and the 2 recent ones.
Yeah, the 2 most recent ones.
That's some bullshit.
I will say though, if you I would definitely recommend Power Rangers Beast Morphers though, because I love Beast Morphers so much. But yeah, other than that though, the other seasons, like especially Dino Charge, so that's the one series I am regretting I did not get enough time to get back on, because I finished because I was watching Power when that announcement came around. I was like, okay, I stopped at Time Force. I'm gonna continue Time Force, and I just barreled through it. I got up to I finished Super Samurai yesterday, and then it was like, okay, it was Mega Force, Super Mega Force, and then Dino Charge, Super Dino Charge. It was like a small handful of Ranger series I had left, and I'm like, damn it, I'm not gonna finish. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's like when It's like when The Office was going off on Netflix. I had one more chance to watch the entire series again on Netflix. That is.
Yeah, I kind of regret not finishing my watch of The Office at all. I gotta definitely like go on Peacock or now something for that. So it's unfortunate. That's just the environment we live, the culture and environment we live in because of streaming platforms just exploding. But anyway, that's enough of that. We're here to play a show like this bullshit, not bullshit, but trivia game. Okay, so I have robots from every franchise. So I'll give Elliot this first one. I'm gonna show it right now. So obviously, this is like the most one of the most recognizable robots in pop culture, I would say. So I have here the name robot, and then I have obviously its component. I actually decided to add this when the last episode was, by suggestion of Ross, was to add like what they're all made up of, mostly.
Yeah.
So and then of course I have 4 options labeled here, which is A, B, C, and D. So Elliot here will have to will have to figure out which of these are the correct names. So most of them are gonna have like either two. Most of them are gonna have at least 2 correct. So it's gonna be like something Megazord or Japanese name that fits with the series. And the only hints I'm mostly gonna give you is the name of the Power Ranger series and the name of the Sentai it comes from.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Well,
God damn it, Joey.
Well, already from watching the American one, it's Mighty Morphin.
Mm-hmm. So,
but we're taking out C because for one thing, that's not what it's called. I know for a fact that's not what it's called.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
B, the Dino Megazord.
Okay, and what do you think is the Japanese name, the Sentai name? Oh yeah, so for the record, the series is from My More Power Season 1, obviously. The Sentai it comes from is Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger.
Mm-hmm. I swear, I hope it's not D though, but I'm not gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with A and B.
Oh, whoops, my bad. I accidentally pressed spacebar. Okay, let me just review. Let's see which one did. Okay, yeah, Okay, so technically. So here's some quick facts. You are correct. These are the 2 primary correct ones, but this one actually I made have 3 because this was just this is just the tutorial, let's say.
Oh, okay.
So technically it technically was used to be called the Mighty Morphin Megazord, but it got retroactively called the Dino Megazord. So you are correct on that. So I'm really glad you did actually kind of like put 2 and 2 together. So good job on that, my dude. And Daizujin is the name of the robot in Zyuranger.
Okay.
So let's see.
Sweet.
All right. So that's pretty much it. And then like, so yeah, obviously it's made up of like 5 pieces. It's made of a Tyranno, a Pterodactyl, a Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, and Mastodon. I said the roll call in like the reverse order, but shut up.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So that's pretty much how it's all goes.
Mastodon, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger,
Tyrannosaurus. Anyway. All right, we're moving on to our technically first, but our next one. All right. So whenever you're ready, Elliot, try to figure out what this is.
Boy.
So the name of this series is from Power Rangers RPM. Its Sentai is Engine Sentai Go-Anja.
Okay. So for the American one, I'm going to say it's the High Octane Megazord.
And what do you think is the Sentai name?
C, Speeder King Megazord.
Okay, the correct answers are... Let me just get rid of this one and this one. So the correct answers are High Octane Megazord and Engine O. Or Engine King, because O means king. So, I mean... Okay, Elliot, I'm actually really glad you did choose C. Let me talk about how I came up with these. So, the High Octane Megazord, or Engine O, is comprised of three vehicles in a nice little stacked formation like you see here. I love the Japanese... Actually, because C, funny enough, is something of my own creation, and actually part of the name is from the Sentai, actually. So, So the name Speedor is actually the little red race car ego dude on the top of the Megazord. That's the Japanese name from the Sentai. So it's Speedor, Engine 1 Speedor, Engine 3 Biervu, and Engine 2 Buson.
Gotcha.
But yeah, fuck. RPM and Go Under are like, they're so good. It actually really fun fact about Power Rangers RPM. So like, RPM is kind of like one of the more darker series of Power Rangers because it all takes place in the apocalypse.
Oh.
And then, but it's so funny when they had to adapt it. The guy was like, "Okay, I gotta make sure this is like gonna be the most dark and gritty Power Rangers there is." And then the Sentai engine said that Go Under is like one of the more goofier series and shit. And he was like, "Fuck." Oh, but no, both series are very good Power Rangers and Sentai. In fact, I would consider RPM to be like my favorite Power Rangers series of all time. At least one of them.
Yeah.
Because it's just so good. Especially after rewatching it very recently, I'm like, man, this show is just great. It's such great. All right, moving on to the next one. Let's see. Oh, let's see. I'll give you a point for that. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, this is Lightspeed Rescue, isn't it?
Yeah. So Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Its Sentai counterpart is QQ Sentai Go 5.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say Lightspeed, Megazord, and Rescue Robo.
All right. The correct answer is. Okay, make sure. Okay, that's keep. Okay, get rid of that one. And get rid of this one.
I swear to God, if it's not, yeah, fucking.
I don't.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, so I haven't watched Go 5, but I only see some bits of it here and there. But I don't know what's the justification why they call this Victory Robo or anything. But I mean, because like the whole. Because no, duh. Because the aesthetic is like because it's Go 5, like it uses their numeral for the 5, the V.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my only justification why they would call this Victory Robo. And so like
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And so it's made up of I think if I remember what these called in the Sentai, they're called the 99 machines. Which because I think it's a play on the Sentai name, which is QQ, which is like 99. And if this picture looks if the picture of the Zords look very glossy on the left hand side, it's because this is from the Candy Toy version that or the Super Minipla version, like pretty much the Gundam version that released last year-ish. And I'm like, these are the most better renders of these things I could find. So I'm like, fuck it.
Gotcha. It's better than none, really.
Yep. It's also I just begrudgingly bought the set recently. Not begrudgingly because of like I'm more like because of the price I paid for it, which I'm not gonna reveal. Because I bought it too late, and I don't regret it though. That's the only because I love that because I love that Megazord. Lightspeed Rescue Megazord is like, it just looks so cool. Like I love it. Anyway, moving on to our next one. Oh, let's see. Yeah, okay, I marked it. Okay, so you probably definitely recognize this next one, most likely.
It's the White Tiger Zord.
All right. So obviously this is from Mighty Morphin Season 2. Its Sentai counterpart is Gosei Sentai Dairanger.
Okay.
So obviously you said White Tiger Zord, so I'm gonna give you that already.
Okay. Then for the Sentai name, it's not Kiba Warrior. I know it's not gonna be Kiba, because I'm using context clues with Naruto on that.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go with one Tiger.
The correct answers are. You are oh wait, my bad. Whoops, okay, no, that's Thunder Tiger. Okay, hang on. This one and okay, there we go. Yep, you got both correct. It is indeed called the Wan Tiger in Japan.
Okay. I had to use fucking context clues because of Naruto.
I mean, hey, whatever works, dude. I mean, if whatever helps you make those. That's why I like doing these kind of shows, to see the thought process of how people kind of get to certain answers.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good shit so far.
Cause Kiba is more relative to dogs, so.
Yeah. So actually, here's a funny thing about that, Elliot. So, obviously, in My Morphin, at least from Ranger, they obviously only use the Megazords and Tommy's suit, the white Tiger Ranger. In Japan, in Ranger, technically, he was actually called Kiba Ranger, that's why. So I extracted the name from that for this answer. Just
as kind of a way to throw it off a bit.
Yeah, and I actually threw Ross off with that when I showed it to him last week.
And I'm guessing it worked on Ross.
Yeah, it worked on Ross. And also another thing, I was about to call him Kiba Warrior. Kiba Ranger in Japan was also a kid, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So it's funny that, for the adapted footage, Tommy's acting like a kid at times, and it makes sense now. Okay, we're moving on to this next one. This is definitely a more recent series. So this next one and actually, this one's going to be a little tricky one. And also, I just realized the layout is covering 2 of the Zords. Whoopsie doodle. But, so this one is...
I can see what it looks like.
Yeah. Like, this one's around cut and dry what it looks like. But this one is from Power Rangers Megaforce. It's counterpart, it's from Sentai, is Tensou Sentai Goseija.
Okay. So, you said it's Tensou, you said?
Tensou Sentai Goseija.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with B. And Megaforce just sounds so dumb, but it kind of works in the world of Power Rangers, but I think it's B and D.
Okay. You ready for this?
I swear to God if it's A.
The correct you actually got it purely right, so I'll give you 2 points for that. So here's the trick.
Okay.
Here's the tricky thing, and I guess it's both a clever and lazy thing because this is in the era where Saban Brands bought the franchise back from Disney, so they started just adapting other series. Because in the Sentai footage, it's because this is from Goseija, which they are angels that they use these cards, and of course they obviously have to do the same thing in Megaforce, and all the cards are labeled. So they pretty much kept most of the names just so they don't have to edit too much. So it's just called Gosei Great in both. Here's the thing. Sentai, it's called Gosei Great. America, Gosei Great Megazord. Hence why I didn't put the word Megazord for this one. So if you at least got that name, I gave you the full mark anyway.
Okay.
Also, thank you for pointing out my fucking bullshit with A, because I was like, this is so stupid. I hope people call out how stupid this sounds.
But I'm also kind of glad that they're incorporating a bit more of the Sentai to the American one as well.
Yeah, and I after going through of it, I mean, obviously because they also adapt storylines and all that, because it's kind of most of the case in a lot of series. It's actually really funny. A little fun fact in Power Rangers RPM, they actually brought in a vehicle, not just like a thing that from the Sentai actually, and on it has its counterpart name Go Onger on it.
Okay.
And what I love about it is that because it's pretty much fuck. You know what? I will real quickly just show you it. Hang on. Project. Hang on, let's see. Put this in the mute channel. Can I? Nope. Okay, just gotta copy link address. So yeah, it's pretty much a van. That was from the Sentai. That was from Go Under. That's like their mini headquarters, you can say, and they used it in RPM, and they actually gave it like a full in RPM. They actually gave it like a full ass acronym, and I love it. Hang on, let me just read it off real quick, just because I fucking love what they called it. Why does it take you forever to load up? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I'll let you look that out on your own time. But yeah, it was just like little fun thing they threw in there. I'm like, oh my, because when I watch RPM, I already knew about Golanger's existence as a Sentai at that point, and I was like, oh my god, that's the man from Golanger. It was so cool. It was so cool that they justified. Unfortunately, they had to destroy it at the end of that episode, but.
It's kind of funny when you notice some things that were like in previous stuff into like other parts of the same genre.
Oh yes, absolutely.
There's this monster from Godzilla named Gigan, and he was actually in another show with Godzilla, what's called Zone Fighter.
Oh, huh, cool.
So this shit always mixes, like no matter where it's from, it always mixes somehow.
Oh, actually, that also brings up another. Hang on, there's actually something I saw earlier that actually I'll quickly tie into this. Someone, let's see. I think it had something to do with Shin Godzilla. I think. Okay, yeah. So there was an Easter egg in Shin Godzilla that referenced something from Kamen Rider 555.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was called Smart the SBPCPC, the Smart Brain Peculiar Chemical Pharmaceutical Company. Yeah, and apparently it was referenced in Shin Godzilla.
Huh.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty neat to hear about that.
Yeah, that is cool.
All right, so we're moving on to the next one, and I hope I'm gonna get your brain running on this one. Also, hello, good afternoon, Flip. No, hope you're having a good day so far. So this one is from Power Rangers SPD. Its Sentai counterpart is Tokusou Sentai Dekaranger.
Okay. So Judgment Guy is out, because again, that's so fucking dumb. That is so dumb. SPD... I'm kind of stuck between using A or D. Actually, no. It would not be called Delta Squad Megazord. So I'm going to go with SPD Megazord and Dekaranger Robo.
Okay, the correct answers are... C and D.
Fuck. Damn it! I got close on this one at least, because I took in consideration D.
Yeah, you really did, and I'm great. I'm so glad. Also, man, I love that. Judgment Guy is a very good dumb name I came up with. I was gonna call it Judgment Robo, but I was like, no, let's go with Judgment Guy. Like, Judgment Guy is like too good and dumb not to pass it up. To not be used.
It's like Judgment Guy is like from those bootleg toy lines.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, you get Judgment Guy, Captain America, and Shrek.
yeah, exactly. Oh, when I showed like this one, because this is one I showed to Ross, he said, I'm gonna call this thing the Judgment Guy call from now on.
Oh my god.
And also, yes, you are correct. It does pull out a badge and judge monsters on its final attack. You are correct on that. And actually, it's funny too. In Dekaranger, when they do the Judgment Time stuff, it actually there's actually a voice that does call out Judgment Time. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, and also, just real quick, because I have this. This is I have two versions of the robot here. So like the one was the render from the show, and this one I'm showing right now is I think this is Super Robot Chojikin line. Yeah, it's Super Robot Chojikin line of the Dekaranger Robo, and that's because I was so disappointed looking at the render for the Delta Squad Megazord. I'm like, this looks so disappointing looking. I had to look this one up because.
It kind of looks like a Transformer.
It does, right? But it looks so fucking good.
It does, actually. I don't mind this design, honestly.
Yeah, it's very good. I think Noelle has this, if I remember correctly, and I'm like, damn, that looks good. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, what? No. Okay, we're moving on to this one here. All right, Elliot. Whenever you're ready, try to figure out this robot.
Okay, so this one is.
Oh yeah. This is from
This one's Jungle Fury.
Yes, this is from Jungle Fury. Its counterpart is Juken Sentai Geki Ranger.
A and C.
A and C.
A and C.
Is that sure?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
For one thing, Jungle Pride Megazord, no. That is in no way the fucking answer. Let's get that straight. Second on B, I don't think they would actually put in they would call it Son Nekojin, because that's a little too on the nose for a name.
Well, the correct answers are...
I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. If you take out A or C... God damn it! Fucking damn it.
If it...
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Okay, let me... Oh man, I'll tell you this one. Next to Judgment Guy, these two names, Wildcat Megazord and Son Nekojin, are the names I'm the most proud of. For making...
because Wildcat Megazord actually kind of works.
It does! It really does, right? I was like, oh, that really works, but then... Also, yes, you are very right. I was very on the nose because it was too brilliant in my head. I was like, Son Nekojin, let's fucking go.
like I caught that at least, but because Wildcat Megazord just kind of works as a name. That actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you would think it sounds pretty close, right?
Yeah, but Jungle Pride, really?
Yeah,
you're going with that?
I mean, it is. I would say it is one of the more unique names. I think it's the only. I don't know what they're going to name it for Dino Fury yet, but Jungle Pride, I think this is the only Megazord, I think this is the only series that uses the word pride in any of their Megazords and whatnot. Because there is another version of this Megazord, but they replaced the yellow cheetah leg with a wolf, and it's called the Wolf Pride Megazord.
It's just like, imagine we get fucking Power Rangers Megaforce. All right, we gotta use our Pirate Pride Megazord.
Oh well, we're gonna be talking about that in later, but I mean, yeah, Pirate. Actually, I wouldn't mind if it was called that either. But Pirate Pride, that's actually pretty good. But yeah, so okay, very good, very good. All right. Man, I am so glad I included nearly every single franchise in here, because we're like a quarter-ish in.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's been 30 minutes, so yes, I'm doing my job right. Alright, this next part, this is from Power Rangers Zeo. Its counterpart is Chodiki Sentai Old Ranger.
Okay. Alright.
Also, I'm very sorry about some of the renders for the Zords. It's like, those are literally what they all had on Power Ranger Wiki. I'm like, okay, cool enough.
Okay. Pharaoh King? No. That's redundant as hell for a name. No, that's not it. I'm gonna go with the O Ranger. No, actually, yeah, O Ranger Robo. And the Zeo Megazord, not Zeo Strike. So B and D.
All right, the correct answer is boop and boop. You got him right.
Oh, thank fuck.
Thank you for calling out my bullshit with Pharaoh King. I'm like,
yeah.
When I was writing this, I was like, this is so fucking redundant. Let's go for it.
It's like, I'm looking at that Pharaoh King? That does not sound right.
Because I was trying to go through all the different naming conventions they had in Sentai. I'm like, well, there's King. And then when I thought to that, I'm like, wait, let's just make it redundant and stupid and go for it.
It's Pharaoh King. Yes, yeah. It's like, oh god.
So also, Toei, if you hire me.
Also, he has a bull for his crotch.
Yeah, it's funny too. Actually, let me talk about the Zeo Megazord real quick, because I'm not sure if some of y'all know this, but the bull helmet and this gimmick for this robot is like its helmet can be swapped between the different helmets essentially. So the bull head can be a helmet, the Sphinx head could be a helmet, I think, and then the cannon that's on the two legs essentially, those can be helmets too. So it could be like a single turret helmet or a double turret helmet, and then got
why is it that like why is it that like one of the legs kind of reminds like it looks like a TARDIS mixed with a Dalek?
Oh my god, you're kind of right. I'm not even a huge Doctor Who fan, but I know what those are. And you're right. Oh my fucking god. you're... Oh my god. Maybe they should have gone with the Krispy Kreme King. The Zeo crystals were underneath the Krispy Kreme in the film. I mean, yeah.
I'm kind of glad you didn't go with the Krispy Kreme King because you can make that into an anagram, and that is wrong.
That is so wrong on so many levels. I'm not even gonna verbally say it. Let's move on to the next one. All right, this next one is from Power Rangers in Space. Its Sentai counterpart is Denji Sentai Mega Ranger.
All right, here we go. Galaxy Mega. Sounds like it could be one of them. Astro Megazord kind of sounds like it's right. Cause Space Fighter, I don't think would be a proper name for it. Although it could be fucking with me, but Megaship Megazord, they would never put Mega as one of the first words in their name next to Megazord.
So what's your final answer?
So, B and C.
The correct answers are... full marks!
Yes!
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is another one I was like, yeah, let's make this sound redundant to help you out.
It's like... You gotta think about the names for a bit on this one.
I will say, I'm not sure when everyone gonna get you back on the show, but in Lightspeed Wrestling, there was a Megazord called the Omega Megazord, which, you know, looking back on it, it is pretty redundant.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, it was easy to remember because, like, you're just saying, Omega Megazord, but now if you look back on it, I'm like, oh, geez, why did they do that?
It's like, why'd you call it that?
I mean, it is a great Megazord, but yeah, the name, I wish they actually used the Sentai name, which was called Victory Mars or something along the lines.
Victory Mars.
Yeah, it is indeed a name. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this one. All right. The Megazord this comes from is Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Its Sentai counterpart is Bakudu Sentai Aba Ranger.
Okay. Dino Thunder Megazord is a no. Because a pattern I'm noticing is that they don't fully use the names that they're subtitled as well for the Megazords.
You could say that, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with A and B. Diabade.
Are those your final answers?
Fucking damn it! Now you had to say that. Now I gotta doubt myself.
I'm doing my job right.
Yeah, A and B.
Okay, B. No problem. The correct answers are boop and boop.
Son of a bitch. I got one right though.
Yeah, you got one right at least. Oh, I'm actually
that's what matters.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that Diopode threw you off like that. I'm really glad. Also, yes, drill arms on robots are always a great idea.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
But
yeah, it's like I just had to think on it for a bit, because like I know not all of them don't use the subtitles. But a good chunk don't. So.
Yep. Oh, actually, here's a funny thing about the difference between Dino Thunder and Abba So so like in Abba the Zords actually talk to the Rangers.
Oh.
And actually, that's another thing about between RP and Go Under. Like, let's just say in Go Under, the Zords talk to them too, and there's like, what's it? There's like 12 of those fuckers in that series. But yeah, it's funny because in like they're in you know in the Power Rangers counterparts, the Zords don't even talk to them at all for the most part.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Kind of like in Ultraman, where it's kind of like in Ultraman where the Ultra Warrior actually does talk to their host. It was kind of weird when that came up when I was watching one of the movies. It was like, oh, they can talk to him. Shit.
Yes, that was indeed an episode in Dino Thunder where they actually acknowledged their Japanese counterparts. They actually watched in Dino Thunder. They actually watched an episode of Abba Ranger. And yeah, then the moral of it was like both shows have their merits, which that's that's why now I definitely take that on the mindset not more recent, but I try to definitely take it's like people say Power Rangers is like a watered down version of the Sentai, which in some cases that is true, but at the same time they both have their merits, and you can get good things like Power Rangers Time Force, RPM, SPD, those and Lost. Oh my god, why am I so stupid sometimes? I swear to God. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna move. While you guess the name, I'm just gonna resize. So the series this comes from is Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Its Sentai is Seiju Sentai Ginga Man.
Okay. So, all right. Because I know with multiple choice you won't be like you won't be the times where it's like you have like the same like answer in like a few questions and then you start questioning if you're actually right or not. So all right, so I'm gonna go with A and B, Galaxy Megazord and Ginga Jushi King.
A and B?
Yes.
Okay. The correct answers are keep that. Boop and boop.
Shit! Damn it!
I'm actually really glad Ginga Juicy King threw you up. Hey George, how you doing, buddy? I see you in chat. Well, I love George's comment just as like, wow, shit! I love you, George. Wow, I'm so glad Ginga Juicy King threw you up. And because I actually don't blame you. Elliot, I really don't blame you for not picking up on Gengaio, because if you if you at least in your head, right, you visualize the name of the Sentai name, right? Yeah. And then you look at the choices I give you, you wouldn't think it would be Gengaio, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know it was called Gengaio at the longest time. I always called it Gengao. I did not know that I was there for the longest time till like I started doing this. Which is like 2 weeks ago. Also, Connor says, fuck. But, okay, I do want to ask you, what drew you away from Galactic Max Megazord?
It sounds wrong.
Okay.
It just sounds wrong, It's like, oh, we got the fucking mole people Megazord here. All right, we're gonna call it the mobile moles Megazord or some shit. It just sounds wrong.
And then let me talk about real quick about the B answer. I just pulled a part of this from what the Zords are called in Japan, which are the Ginga Jushi, which are I guess in technical terms it's the same of what they called it in Lost Galaxy, which are the Galactabees.
Yeah.
And I just slapped on King because fuck it. But yeah, I'm actually glad you were able to kind of like gravitate that immediately, because very good, very good. I'm doing my job right. All right, we're moving on to.
Also, did you mean to spell galactic like that?
Wait.
You put Galactic.
Sure, let's make that intentional. Oh yeah, and I do want to also stress, if you cannot read some of these answers, at points, please let me know and I'll read them off to you.
Okay.
Just because I know like because totally using this totally wonderful Zoom background provided by Hasbro, copyright 2020, for this because I couldn't find a good shot of the command center from Mighty Morphin, so I was like, fuck it, Zoom backgrounds.
That makes sense.
All right, and moving on to the next one. This one is from Mighty Morphin Season 3. It's a counter and slash Alien Rangers, but its counterpart is Ninja Sentai Kaku Ninja.
Okay. Okay. I think I got this one.
All right.
So, look at it. What does that look like? What does that look like to you? That's right. It's a goddamn samurai. So, I'm going to go with Shinobi Megazord and Kakude Daishogun. Kakudejin? That's a nice one, but no, I don't think that's it. Ninja Megazord? No, because because they would say that for fucking Ninja Storm.
The correct answers are.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, I'm gonna draw this one out. You don't know it.
No.
I'm gonna draw this one out. You don't know it.
I'm having my eyes closed. Fucking damn it! Motherfucker.
Honestly, I mean, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. I'm actually glad Shinobi Megazord caught you off. But also, by the way, Shinobi is still part ninja.
Fuck. Yeah. Actually.
Honestly, though, I kind of low key wish they called it the Shinobi Megazord in Mighty Morphin, and this design was also used in the Mighty Morphin movie. That's why too. Just
okay.
Really, really shiny, poly looking version. God, the face on that thing was not good, but man, it was so hype when I watched it back in the day. But also, I'm glad you said Kakurenchi almost threw you off. I'm actually pretty glad that
Oh, it's like I'm looking at it more, and I'm also looking at the individual Zords, and it's like one of them actually kind of looks like a Shogun.
Well, actually, oh, you know what? That's what I forgot to do. Let me just pull up something really quick. Oh yeah, here we go. That's a good thing. Well, because yeah, looking at actually, can I? No, I can't drag and drop that. Yeah, it does look like if you like look at certain parts, like especially the helmet of that thing does look like a samurai helmet. I don't blame you for that. Also,
I still got D.
Yeah, you still got D. And actually, here's a fun fact. This Megazord in particular was obviously first used in the Mighty Morphin movie, and it was like the first Megazord Rangers used in the series. But funny enough, this is actually the last Megazord they get in Kaku Ninja.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they have I think if actually, don't quote me on this. Oh no, it was the individual robots that the Alien Rangers used. Those I think were the first Megazords, and then the White Falcon, and then the Shogun Megazord, and then it was Kakure Daishogun for this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was very good, Elliot, but I'm so glad that threw you off so good. Okay. Alright, we're moving on to... Let's see, open up this one. Alright, so this one is from Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. Its Sentai counterpart is Go Go Sentai Bokenja.
Okay. Alright. B sounds very wrong.
Okay.
So I'm gonna eliminate B. What was the Sentai name again?
Go Go Sentai Bokenja.
Okay. All right. For this one, I'm gonna go with Daiboken and Overdrive Megazord.
The correct answers are... Keep that. Eliminate that. And you ready for this?
No.
Shabluzi.
Motherfuckers!
So here's a fun little thing. The name Galactic Max I actually derived from this one because I was like, oh yeah,
Oh.
I was like, oh yeah, or in this case, Galactic, as you pointed out. I'll fix that later, but that was funny to keep. Yeah. So, man, I remember a lot about Operation Overdrive because actually, when Bandai actually decided to make their own version of this Megazord, it was trash looking.
Oh.
So I'm so glad my folks got me the Japanese version when I was younger. I was like, oh my, because I looked at the one they had in store, like the American counterpart in stores. I'm like, man, this one looks like shit. And
especially because Bandai North America is not a thing anymore.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Now it's just being imported.
Well, I mean, because here's the thing, Bandai no longer actually does the toy rights here in America for Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hasbro has them.
Yep, Hasbro. And one thing I will criticize real quick about Hasbro is that their distribution is really pretty shit. Has been pretty shit on my end when it comes to Power Rangers. Like I've been only like I didn't even for like Beast Morphers I think had a pretty good start as a toy line, but it's like there's a lot of things that I did not get, I did not see in at least in this, and it didn't help that Beast Morphers had to come out during the time of a pandemic too. So
yeah.
So obviously that probably didn't help either. But there was like I had to look up online for some of the Zords and whatnot. I'm like, and yeah, I would say Overdrive has its own merits. I know it wasn't. I know a lot of people don't like Overdrive. Like I understand that, and honestly, its opening is pretty bad. like the actual melody for the song is good. Its vocals are pretty bad though.
Ooh.
Like the rap part is like because it's just rap is using a normal-ish voice, but when he goes power, like some of those bits are just so bad. Okay, we're moving on. This one is definitely one of my favorites, but I'll go explain it later. All right, and so this is from Power Rangers Super Mega Force. It's
the pirates! Hell yeah!
And yes, the Sentai counterpart is Kaizoku Sentai Gokaija.
Okay, all right, all right. Pirate King, I think, is out. I don't think it's that.
Are you sure it's like Luffy, the king of the pirates?
Okay, I'm gonna go with C and D on this one. Gokai O and Pirate Megazord. Actually, no. Wait, yeah.
C and D?
No. C and B. B and C. B and C.
Ball and cock? Okay. This is gonna be flagged on YouTube later. Anyway, the correct answers are... You got them both right.
Yes.
Okay, I actually do...
Thank God I second guessed.
Okay, what was on your first guess for the Pirate Megazord? What got you there?
I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like thinking about it, like, you know what? I don't think that would sound right for a Megazord name. So it's like I think Legendary would work best. And like turns out, yeah, it's Legendary Megazord.
Okay, so here's the breakdown, and this is one I both find and don't like about what they did to this season. Gokaija is like one of the most beloved Sentai series in recent time. Well, no, that's a lie. There's also Kyoto and all that, but it's one of the most beloved Sentai series overall.
Yeah.
they decide for Saban, for some reason, I guess it's just to be easier to adapt it, they decided to make this season 2, as I said, of Power Rangers Mega Force, which became Super Mega Force. So
Yes.
the Mega Force Rangers got a secondary Ranger form, which was the Gokaiger suits. And they called that Legendary Mode. Hence also why the Megazord was called Legendary Megazord. And part of me likes what they did with that season of Mega Force, because a Super Mega Force. So it was kind of hard for me to justify throwing this in, because hell, even on the whole list, I have all on OBS. I have all these in like different folders, and they're all named after each Power Ranger season. This is the only one I named it after the Sentai season, because I love the Sentai so much that Super Mega Force wasn't terrible. I don't think it's terrible. But it's just there are a lot of missed opportunities they kind of took with it, especially making it like season 2, like what they did. They were trying to do a Mighty Morphin season 1, season 2 kind of deal, which I guess it kind of worked. So they don't have to cast new people for a whole new team and whatnot, like actors and whatnot. So like the legendary battle was alright. But I think Gokaiger is absolutely superior in every right. And it also didn't help the rumors for Super Mega Force were crazy, because they were like, oh, the actor for one of the villains in Gokaiger appeared, or his costume appeared on the set of the filmings, and people were like speculating, oh, they're gonna at least include him into the storyline, and nothing came of it.
So, part of me kind of feels bad for the people in the actual like Megazord suits.
Oh yeah. Oh. Once we get to one of the last ones I have set for you, yeah, you.
It just looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. Especially some of the shit I'm going to show you later. But moving on. We're moving on to this one. This is actually one of my personal favorite Megazords of all time. Fuck. I can't believe I've done this. Okay, well...
it's purple.
It's purple because I love it. Okay, I'm gonna just... So, this is from Power Rangers Dino Charge. Its Sentai counterpart is Juden Sentai Kyoryuger.
Ooh. And this one's not giving me a lot to work with, so... Alright. I think B is out because, for one, I don't really see rockets on this bitch. But Plesio Charge Megazord kind of sounds right. Also, Plesio King kind of sounds dumb, so I'm going to go with A and D.
The correct answers are... Boop. And boop. You got them both right.
Yes.
So here's a little fun fact about this whole... Actually, here's the thing. Technically, this one was another one that three of the 4 answers were correct, because I couldn't think of anything creative for this fella, because the C answer is actually from the Korean dub of Kyoryuger.
Oh.
So this is actually that's the Korean name essentially of this robot. So here's a really cool. So here's the reason why this is like my favorite thing of all time. It's a dinosaur. Dinosaurs are cool.
Yes.
It's a I think it's called the Plesiosaurus. Hence,
I believe so. Yeah.
And then it's also part rocket ship.
Huh.
So it's a dinosaur, a rocket ship, and a fucking robot all in one. And it's purple, too. Like, I have the DX version of this toy on one of my shelves, because I love it that much. It's so fucking cool. And it has a rocket cannon arm that's a dino shape. Like, how the fuck can you go wrong with this?
I'm still on the boat of Plesio King sounding dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. It is pretty dumb.
It's like, you tried. There was an attempt, but no, this ain't it. But it does look nice. I'll say that.
Yeah, hence why this one is like my favorite. I mean, it doesn't have that purple. Growing up was like one of my favorite colors. It kind of still is to this day, but damn, I
Yeah.
fucking love this thing. All right, very good, Elliot. We're moving on. We're actually almost done. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have like 5 or 6 left, and we're
Sweet.
all right. We're about to probably go break over an hour, which is good. That's definitely more than what happened last episode. Oh yeah, it's down. Okay, we're moving on to this one. So this one is from Power Rangers Time Force. Its counterpart is Mirai Sentai Time Ranger.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, this one's gonna be a bit of a challenge.
I won't lie, this one was also kind of a little challenge to try to make names for too. So I don't. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go off of the. I'm gonna go past my way of thinking on this one and say C is one of them. And I'm gonna go with D. So Time Force Megazord Mode Red and Chrono Robo Alpha.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like how you said that.
The correct answers are. Boop. And which one's gonna keep? Which one? Yeah, boop. Oh, whoop. Boop. Shit. Oh, I'm actually glad you chose Chrono Robo because God, I was having the hardest time trying to think of a Japanese name for this
Yeah, because Chrono automatically thought Chrono Trigger, Chrono Time, you know.
Yeah, or be like Connor, haha, joke's on you. None of them are right.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm with Connor and like I don't like these names for this one.
Yeah, it's kind of very basic because this one because this the gimmick to this one is it has like 2 modes. So it has an alpha and a beta. The alpha is the red mode, the beta is the blue mode, and
Yeah.
Time Force is definitely like at least the design for this one took me a bit to kind of warm up to, but until like you get like the other stuff like the Time Shadow Megazord, which combines with this thing and it grows wings. I mean, I do love Time Force. Time Force I think was still very great, and Time Ranger I hear is I mean, Time Force kind of pretty much copy paste the story from Time Ranger anyway, but
Yeah.
I hear they're both good. Like they're both very good in their own rights, but also I hate this fucking picture I had to grab for the Time Jets. It's like, man,
Yeah.
this is like the era of you can probably if you were to like extend the screen a bit, you see Fox Kids on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cold Chrono.
Fox Kids. Damn.
I know.
Fucking Jetix. Fucking Foxbox, man.
Oh man, that era though, that fucking era, Jesus.
Foxbox was that shit, man.
I know,
got
right?
Got me exposed to actual Tokusatsu, man. Got me exposed to Ultraman and shit.
Man, Kirby right back at ya, yeah. Man, those
I missed out on that one, honestly. I never got to watch it.
I remember I watched like one of the Ultraman episodes by just and Ultraman Muscle, dude. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, like, man, just all these things that kind of in that time frame for us, man. All right, moving on before I get consumed by nostalgia.
It's a hell of a jug.
Yep. Anyway, so this one is from Power Rangers Mystic Force. Its counterpart is Mahou Sentai Majiranger.
All right, I'm just gonna say this though.
Uh-huh.
Mystic Force is my favorite theme.
Oh, I thought it was a really good theme.
Like it has my favorite theme, honestly.
Like after listening to it so much on my rewatch, God, it's such a good beat. Like I
It
know
does.
it's a cheesy ass Power Ranger style of that era rap, but fuck, it has a really good melody and beat, like ba da ba da ba. And you know, especially the opening when it goes pa 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 ba dum ba dum. It just that's such a good build up shit.
Like it's starting off like all fantasy like and mystical and shit.
And then
And then beat drops. And,
and
it's
then
like, oh shit.
and then it's like, here comes the Power Ranger. Fuck, it is very good. It's funny. I used to both. I was like one of those that I kind of went back and forth on if I didn't like it or not liked it as a kid, but then I grew to fucking love it like a lot after a bit. Oh, and yeah, Dino Thunder theme is a lot. I would say every Power Rangers theme is very good except maybe Overdrive. That's probably I would say is probably the weakest and probably the worst because it's kind of like like I said earlier, it's like there is a lot of good melodies, but like some of the vocal parts are just terrible, which is an absolute shame.
All right, so I am taking out Titan Megazord.
Okay.
I will. Okay, I'm gonna go with B and D, Magic King and Mystic Force Megazord.
All right. The correct answers are. Okay, got past that. All right. Boop. And. Boop.
Shit!
Okay, so I gotta ask, what drew you away from Titan Megazord? I'm curious.
With the theme of Mystic Force, Titan doesn't seem right, you know?
Okay, so at least in the context of Mystic Force, when they do transform to the Zords, they are called Mystic Titans. That's why.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, so in context of that makes sense.
Right. So I don't blame you for not. So that's why I'm really not glad, but okay, at least you made your justification. So in your head, it did make sense because obviously you didn't see the show or no context for it. So that's why I love doing these kind of shows. It's like just to see again. I love like hearing people's thought process for certain what led them to certain things.
Yeah.
And I unintentionally the A answer I unintentionally pulled from the recent Sentai series because Machine Sentai Kira Meija because they have mage in some of their formations. Like the main 5 Rangers, their Zords can 3 of them can form one, 2 of them can form or like of the 5, 3 of them can form a Megazord and then 2 of the Zords can form a Megazord as well. So and they use the term Land Mage and Sky Mage. So I thought, just pull it from that.
But like the Great Mage does kind of fit with Mystic Force, so that was close. It was close to be that answer for me.
Okay, cool. Oh, and also, might as well just show this off. This is wow. Oh, oofa doofa. This render though.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Yeah, let's just take that off the screen right now. There, look. Just pretend its wings are propped out. You can actually, yeah. Oh my God.
Although this looks thinner compared to other Zords.
Yeah, right. It's really. I mean, yeah, 2000 PNG, right? It's fun. It's funny. The suit wise, it looks thinner, but you actually get the actual toy itself because I have it. It's in this room somewhere. It has a chunky chest. Like if you were to look it up later, it has a chunky chest.
So like it makes up in chest for its thin.
Pretty much. It's pretty much thick width wise. And it's funny too because actually the leg portion of it is kind of pretty much. I thought this was kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense for the sake of it. Yeah, it's pretty thick, like width wise.
Yeah.
Because like if you were to probably rotate this around, you would see like the blue and because the Green Ranger is obviously the main body for this whole thing. Because the Blue Ranger Zord goes on the legs of the Green Ranger Zord, like it pretty much becomes like shin guards or like boots. Mm-hmm. So it's like stacked on top. So that's already kind of thick. in that way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Moving on. Oh, and also a really cool thing about the Mystic Force, at least the Titan Megazord, is that it actually has if you combine just the pink, yellow, green, and blue Titans together, they form a dragon, and then
Ooh.
you can have the red Mystic Titan ride on that. God, that was such a cool ass feature. I fucking love that shit. Okay, now we're going on to very, very recent. This is from Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Its Sentai counterpart is Tokume Sentai Go Busters. And for this one, I will turn off the layout stuff for like a hot second. So,
Jesus Christ. Bro, it's so red.
it's not. I love this. I fucking love. This is actually my favorite Red Ranger. Yeah, I would say this is like my favorite Red Ranger. Matt plays MC. How you doing, buddy? Also, thanks for commenting on my VODs of the Name That Fake character, by the way. I greatly appreciate the knowledge you drop in there. So, real quick, I actually do want to talk about this before you get up your answer. So, this whole thing is comprised of, it has 3 modes. It has a cheetah mode, race car mode, and robot mode. And it's
Okay.
and essentially in this series, the Rangers had these companions, these robot companions that were pretty much, at least for the main trio, were pretty much became consoles for the Zords. So the little robot dude on the right hand side of the screen is a robot that also transforms into a motorcycle. And when these robots are in the cockpit with the Rangers, they also gain their animal head on the Zord itself.
Okay.
Alright, so you got any answers for me?
Alright. So because of the cheetah,
Uh-huh.
B is already one of them.
Uh-huh.
And then
Oh yeah. Series is from Beast Morphers. Its Sentai counterpart is Tokume Sentai Go Busters.
Okay. Okay. For this one, I'm gonna go with A and B on it.
A and
I'm
B?
gonna go with CBO1 Ace and Cheetah Runner Zord Warrior mode.
Okay. The correct answer to these are... Boop. And which one's it gonna be?
Total orange, noob.
Thank you for playing that sound. I love hearing Tom Kennedy say "Total orange noob." Anyway, oh yeah, and boop that out.
Just waiting for it to catch up.
Yep.
Damn it!
Okay.
See, Racer Zord battle mode was close.
Okay. All right. So I do want to ask, what drew you away from Go Buster Animal?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. It's just like, while it was close, it just wasn't close enough for me to pick it as an answer.
Okay. So here's a fun fact about that answer. That there is in Tokyo Sentai Go Buster, they had this special which is they do. It's like, oh, after the series is over, we have this celebration of 1 year later after the series ended. So they released a special, and it was like, they are in an alternate reality, this whole alternate reality, and it's actually like the Sentai is actually called Dobutsu Sentai Go Busters, which is translated as Animal Squadron Go Busters, which is funny because literally like 3 or 4 ish years later, they have a series called Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger. But the funny thing is the Megazord, the main Megazord combination for that Go Buster universe was called Go Buster Animal.
Okay.
So without trying to go too far into that, yeah, that's why I chose that answer. But yeah, so yeah, the name GB01 is actually it is shorthand for like I think it is Cheetah Buster. I think I know it's Cheetah B-01 because it's red, and then it's technically just usually referred to just as Ace because I think this is the only Zord in the Go Busters that is referenced as that.
Okay.
Oh no wait, that's a lie because there's also the Gold Ranger Zord that has a form like that. So it's like there's only two of them. No, wait, three. There's three. There's also that big old fuck that does that. So okay. Also, you said Racer Zord Battle Mode. What made you drive away from that?
I was noticing the cars and the motorcycle, but then the cheetah came up.
Ah, okay.
But like all of them do have the cheetah on it.
Yep.
So it's like you would think that would be the answer because all of them have the cheetah on it because it's so pronounced.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, wait, hang on. There's frick, where is? Oh, wait, here we go. Do. Okay, yeah, never mind. So like actually, here's a little fun fact. So the little robot dude on the right, I can tell you is a console for this Zord in particular, right? In Go Busters, he is voiced by, if I remember correctly, and this makes sense, he is voiced by Japanese Axel from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
it's so funny, and obviously, because actors are actors. People like you'll hear a lot of crossover in different media sometimes. So when I first watched Go Busters, because I knew what Axel sounded like in Japanese at that point, and I heard this, and I heard him talking, I was like, is that fucking Axel from Kingdom Hearts in Japanese? And I was like, yeah, it was. Okay, and there's a lot of things like that. A lot of, like that, like Riku's actor from Kingdom Hearts in Japanese also appeared in like the Kyoryuger movie, and that was like so cool because he also sings in that, or there's a theme that he sang for that too. I'm like, oh my god, Riku's singing this. All right, we're moving on. We're actually down to the last two-ish or so.
Oh shit!
All right, I'm gonna pop this one open. So this one is from Power Rangers Turbo. Its Sentai counterpart is Gekiso Sentai Car Ranger. And no, Matt plays. I have not watched any of the Heaven's Fields movie yet. I'm waiting for all of them to kind of just be released so I can just watch them all at once.
Okay, so what was this one from? Which Power Rangers was this one again?
Power Rangers Turbo. Its Sentai counterpart is Car Ranger.
Okay. A and B.
A and B.
Because, well, for one, I don't see an RV here. And Nitro Megazord, while sounding cool, I don't think would fit in this context.
All right.
So,
well,
Car Robo and Turbo.
All right. The correct answers are
fuck. Where's the RV?
So
where's the RV?
You know what? Let me. I forgot to do this, but I forgot to pull up the names of some of these on my browser so I can like give you a justification. I'm actually gonna do that for you right now for this one in particular because I don't know why the hell they're called RV.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, okay. Even briefly looking at the Sentai wiki, it kind of does not give me a justification. It's just called RV. I think the only justification I could probably think of is probably stands for Ranger Vehicle in Car Ranger.
I guess, but like
I gotta watch Car Ranger to really kind of look. In fact, actually, fun fact about when I was making this particular set, The Zords here you see are from Car Ranger itself, like from the first episode.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off at what of the Power Ranger Wiki's versions of the renders they have for these that I was like, okay, if they're all grouped up like this in the first episode of Car Ranger, I'm just gonna skim through it on Shout Factory's website where they. Oh hell yeah, Fubuki. I had to. Okay, hang on, I need to do one thing real quick. Anyway, so I scrubbed through the episode to look for this one particular shot because I'm like, okay, that's perfect. I can show all the vehicles in one shot. Because again, I did not like how they looked. I was like, it's perfect. It's like nice in frame, good quality. Thank you, Shout Factory. Make me a sponsor. I swear I can get you the monies of like the 5 viewers that's watching right now. But no, it's like I'm really grateful that even like we have shows like Shout Factory that can give us at least a good chunk of the Sentai that has been released.
Oh yeah.
I just wish they did past Hurricaneja and like did like Abarenja, Dekarenja, Maji Ranger. I mean, there are other ways like TV Nihon subs, which is my more preferred way of doing things until they get an official release at some point. But unfortunately, we doing it in certain other ways to watch other series.
Yeah.
Okay, we're moving on to the last one I have for the whole franchise. Technically, well, okay, I'm gonna pop this one and this one. So, this one is definitely overall my part of my. I did say that for Pleasure early.
Jesus.
So this is from Power Rangers Samurai / Super Samurai, and its counterpart is Samurai Sentai Shinkenja.
All right, Origami King's out already.
Are you
Can't play me with that bullshit.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure
Yes,
about
I'm
that?
pretty sure they wouldn't name their Megazord after a Paper Mario game.
Are you sure about that? By the way, this is 2009.
So Origami King is out for me. All right. I'm going to go with the Samurai Megazord and Shinken-O.
All right. The correct answer to this are where's Shinken Brown? Not here, Connor. Okay.
I swear to God, if Origami King is not gone, I'm gonna start punching the air and bust a nut.
Wait! FBI, open up! Wait! Why would you bust a nut for getting something wrong? Oh, I'm so angry! I just got a nut! Well, I'm about to deliver you some good news. You got him right.
Oh, thank fuck. Thank fuck.
Also, Matt, thank you for timing that perfectly. Someone in chat played the FBI. The FBI open up clip.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking beautiful. That was good timing. So, okay, so let me tell you a little bit of information about this robot. So this is actually so it's funny enough. They what they're originally called are called the origami. Hence why I include the things on the right. That's actually the Zords in their default state. That they are folded up into that. And in America, they even kind of kept it where they just call it the folding Zords. Because, yeah. Which I did like that they kind of keep the aspect from the Sentai. They they just Zords.
Although Bushido Megazord that actually does kind of sound kind of cool.
Yeah. I actually wouldn't mind that would have been like an alternative name. Because and also that's kind of why I also for thinking of a Japanese name I thought, oh, you know what? And this was by pure chance. I immediately as soon as I wrote this, I'm like, oh, Paper Mario, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't fool me with that bullshit.
But it's just so funny because they are called the origami in the Sentai. That's why. So I was like, oh, it works perfect. But nah, it's just Shinkeno. And I will say this is actually a main Megazord. This is actually one of my favorites. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Elliot.
But this looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it kind of does, but damn, I fucking love the design. There's also a Super Bowl with Choji King of this one too, and fuck, I wish I got that one too. But damn, I love this one so. I love Shinkenger overall. Like, damn. Also, Connor, you and me and Jack, we gotta get back on that Shinkenger grind. All right, that is it for all of them. But I have one more small game. It's a game within a game. So I have here, three big boys.
Oh boy.
So I only put up the English names because I can just tell you what the English names, the Power Rangers counterpart names are. So from left to right, we have RPM Ultrazord, Samurai Gigazord, and Drive Max Ultrazord. What you have to do here, Elliot, is to determine between these three who has the most robots attached to them, or most components.
The most robots?
Robots, or like,
right.
or components overall.
Okay. I feel like Samurai Hao is the one that kind of throws it off. It looks like it has a lot, but really it's just the same amount. It just looks grandier.
Okay, so oh, and also the one the one on the left, there actually is another part of the name, but the extra part of the name is actually it's like the spoiler to what this is actually, the amount of things that are attached to it. So okay, how about this? I'll give you I'll give you two numbers, and you associate them with each between these three. One of these have 10. The other two have 12 total.
Oh Jesus. I'm gonna go with Henjino and Ultimate Daiboken with 12, and Samurai Hao with 10.
Okay, so let me just reveal this because you did get part of this right. Henjino indeed does have 12 total.
But Samurai has 12 as well.
Yes, actually. And
yeah, son of a bitch.
Okay, so here's a little fun fact. So these three are, and actually by pure technicality, Samurai Hao is only technically made up of 11. But you see this little shark dinosaur sword it's holding, the sword it's holding essentially. That's another origami. That is the Kyoryu origami. Bonk.
Oh.
So it's pretty much, its gimmick is that it's just a sword, and it was like a movie exclusive kind of thing that they brought into the show. And for Shinkenger, its gimmick is that you can like play it as a regular sword, like if you're role playing as a God. Thanks, Matt, for playing my curse of that Nico Nico Ni. Its gimmick is that you can play it as use it as a regular sword because it kind of uses the same mode as their sidearm, which is their swords. Or you can attach it to the Megazord itself in like some, not convoluted, but it's like you can have it somewhat hold it. And they did actually use this combination in the show itself. So by pure technicality, it is a 12-piece Megazord.
Yeah.
And then Ultimate Daiboken used to be the one that had the most pieces, but 10 total.
Yeah.
It's funny though, only in Power Rangers so far, these three are the only ones that have hold the most. But in Sentai, there is actually 2 series that broke this record.
I'm curious to know which one.
I'll tell you this now. They broke that number by technically 3 to 4 pieces.
Jesus.
And actually, I will, because I'm not sure when I'm going to get you on, so I'm going to just kind of show you. Okay, let me just scroll down. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, let me open up this page. And oh man, I can't wait. So let's see. This one, if I putting this in mute chat. So the series that broke this record is Resha Sentai Tokyuger and Dobusa Sentai Zyuoger.
Hyper Russia, Jesus.
Yes, it'll probably link you to the part where it shows you.
Jesus Christ.
They're fucking huge. So I think they are approximately between 14 and 15 total pieces
Fucking
together.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Like, talk about overkill. Like, fuck.
I know, right? They're so huge. So that's why I stress it's only in Power Rangers we have only these three, but in Sentai, fuck.
When the fuck did we get an Orange Ranger?
Oh, in Sentai Tokyuger, which is very good.
Why is it orange? It's weird.
Actually, if you like a little, I actually really like the suit for that one too. Actually, simple, but
I just never imagined orange as a Power Ranger color.
well, hopefully we actually we've been slowly getting it like in the last couple years.
Okay.
Well, because there was actually a really cute thing when Beast Mode was airing, Hasbro and Make a Wish Foundation kind of came together to make this kid's wish come true to be a Power Ranger, and he wanted to be an Orange Ranger. So they actually like designed stuff for. They pretty much designed actually hang on They actually designed like a suit for the kid and everything. Like they made like a helmet design and everything for it. And they even released for the Boom comics, they released a cover for it. If I can. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't know why someone just uploaded this to DeviantArt, but sure, why not?
Oh, that looks nice.
It does. But unfortunately, like the kid did not really like. It wasn't like in the show or anything, but they just did this just to acknowledge the kid's wish, and I thought that was really cute.
Yeah,
it's very nice when stuff like that happens. And by pure technicality, SPD did have an imaginary ranger, which was Boom. He was an Orange Ranger. And orange is a nice color.
Like, it works, kinda. I guess it just depends on the overall design of the suit.
Yeah, and actually, let me. Yeah, it will definitely design. The design depend. But anyway, that is gonna. I'm just gonna close that real quick. That, and you know what? No. We're gonna stare at these big boys for a little while longer. But that is gonna do it. And actually, let me just tally up how you did overall. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then was 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so your ratio for getting both right were blah, 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 8, and the ones you did get at least one right were 12.
Okay.
So not too bad, my dude. Not too bad.
I'll take that.
We take those.
Take that. Yeah.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna have Make-A-Wish. I want to request a fake character. Oh boy. My wish is that Hercules in. Wait, Connor. But anyways, so Elliot, how do you feel overall after this?
Kind of shocked, honestly, that I got most of them, but like, you know what? Kind of shows that like using context clues and such just works, I guess.
Yes. And actually, Elliot, of all the ones I showed you today, which ones were your favorite design-wise?
Let's see. The Titan Zord was actually really nice.
You know what? Why don't we pop that back up real quick? Let me just get rid of the 2000s JPEG. Yeah, I really love the design of the Titan Megazord. It's really cool.
It does look nice, especially with the wings on it, and it just looks badass.
Yeah, it does. Oh, if you ever get a chance, try to look up what the Retrofire version of this, because it like the Retrofire lines of like Megazord figures were really cool because they were like pretty much stylized versions of these Megazords. And what I liked about the Retrofire one was like it had this like sharpness to it that I really liked.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what a lot of the Retrofire stuff was, but yeah, um, but yeah, I don't know how to end this, but no. Elliot, I'd like to thank you again for stopping by for this episode. Hope you had a good time.
Like, oh yeah, I did. It's especially getting proper context of some names. It's like, oh.
To be fair, some of these names are kind of hit or miss, I will admit.
Oh yeah.
But I'm glad you had a good time, and I'm glad you were on here with me for all. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, thank you again. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's no problem.
But I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in today. Ellie, is there anything you want to like throw at the folks? Like, you know, this thing's called plugs.
If you want to find me on Twitter, you can catch me at CreepyElliot on Twitter. And if you want to see me stream, you can follow me and Sabrina as at Bound by Games. That is bound_by_games. And as a final word, I regret not watching Power Rangers on Netflix.
I know. Oh, and is there any games you guys all streaming anytime soon?
Let's see. Mondays I play Dead by Daylight.
Cool.
I'm finishing off Miles Morales so I can get to Yakuza Kiwami.
Oh, dude, nice. I still need to beat Zero. Fuck it. I bought that game like 3 years ago. I have not beaten it yet. I'm ashamed of myself.
And we're trying to find a right time to actually finish Super Paper Mario.
Cool.
But yeah, that's what we got.
Awesome. Well, okay. Well, once again, thank you for everyone tuning in today. And again, obviously, LA for stopping by. I keep doing my outros like 3 times in a row on this. I gotta really work on that. I probably will never get better at these. But yeah, look forward to what I have next. I might be streaming Hollow Knight tomorrow. Who knows? Probably. I want to try keep a somewhat consistent schedule. But unfortunately, Matt plays. I do not play Osu. But actually, LA, have you played Osu before?
I played Elite Beat Agents.
But anyway, that's gonna do it for us here. Actually, let me just double check. Is there anyone we know that is up right now? No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do no raids then. But thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. And look forward to the next one. And aloha and take care. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.